and let me know. I'm not saying that everything can be picked up, but at least something which is common for everyone can be done, can be taken care of. Okay, is it clear? Today at 4:30 we will have this doubt clearing session. Those who are interested can join. Okay, and there, I believe there would be few who have already started preparing. So start, because since it is an online, it won't be direct questions as such, right? So just prepare well, understand the word problems in order to formulate the math equations. Okay. So let's start. We were doing problems. We were doing graphical methods, so we'll continue with that. Few more questions that should be solved in order to understand it clearly. I hope I am audible.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, okay. So next question is this. Solve it, everyone. Make the graph and tell me what kind of a graph are you getting. What is the first thing that should be done? You should take the constraints
Finding
and
the points.
yeah, do it. And let me know once you get the graph. So everyone has made the graphs. I got one solution, but I want to see what others are also getting. Aditya, are you sure that you haven't made any mistake? You've got proper values? Hello? Am I
I'm sorry,
audible?
ma'am. Can you come again?
Yeah, just check once if you haven't made any mistake, like the region, if you have got it right. Just check.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah.
Ma'am, just to be sure, if the value is true, then the region is above the line or below the line?
If the value is true, no, depends upon where that point is lying. If it is the point that you have checked satisfies and it is below the line, then that is the region.
Okay, ma'am.
Understood? Yeah.
Yes,
Wherever
ma'am.
that point is lying, towards that side will be the region. Yeah. Everyone, I hope you are doing, because such questions need practice. Otherwise, at the time of the exam, you will just get baffled. So make sure you do it. And let me know once your regions are defined. Also, one thing that I think I have missed and I didn't tell is we will be seeing only the first quadrant, okay? Because as you have seen, condition, right? Your x1 and x2 should be positive, right? So definitely in our quadrant space, you know, x1, x2, how x1 is positive here, x2 is positive here. Here, x1 is positive, x2 is negative. Sorry, the other way. X1 is negative, x2 is positive. Here both are negative, and here h1 is positive, this is right. So only our first quadrant regions are considered. Yes, Kamya, that's right. So what will you conclude? What will be your answer? So we have to only consider region from the first quadrant and not anywhere else. Only region from these quadrants has to be marked. I think I've made that point clear.
One still.
Sorry, couldn't hear you. I am saying since we have to take only positive values for x1 and x2, the regions that you have to mark will only be restrained to first quadrant itself. You don't have to check for other quadrants. Our plot points may go towards the negative quadrants. Like for above examples, if I see, region is obviously marked positive, but see our lines may go towards negative side also, no? So sometime, okay, let me take this one. I've only marked my first quadrant, where else mine gets extended to the negative side as well if I check the line. So we don't need that. We'll restrict our regions to the first quadrant. Kamya,
Okay, ma'am.
type in the chat box what will you conclude because of this? Second equation. Yeah, it is -1, correct. Then take one more plot. Take x1 0 and you get x2 3. That you have done? Exactly, Kamya. 2 plot points and you can have a line, no? So once you have taken x1 0, you will get x2 as 3. And when you keep x2 0, you will get x1 as -1. Plot it. I'm saying plotting a line, you can get negative values. That is what I'm saying. But the region, after forming the line, the region that you have to restrict yourself is to the first quadrant. Others, anybody? Are the regions defined? I only got one answer till now. Be quick. We have to do 2, 3 more. Or others response? Nobody else is doing? It shouldn't take this long. Okay, the graph that you will receive is somewhat no, it is this. There is no common region, exactly. So when there is no common region, what do we get? That there is no solution for the graph. Since you don't have common region, the answer is, so there are different ways, we had common region, but since then also there were times when we didn't have solution. And there is when you don't have a common region even to check. So this is directly no solution. Clear, everyone? Okay, those who have done, move on to the next one. Next question. And be quick, don't be so slow. many lines? 1, 2, 3. We have 3 constraints. I want one query from you very quickly. Let me see who will give me that, who will ask me that question.
Ma'am, that maximization of Z equation and this constraint one is same.
Same. No, the value is minus 0.1 x. You have given, na, it is equal to 8. There is one line
Yes.
constraint. That's okay. That's okay.
Ma'am,
It's right.
can it be same?
Yeah. It can be. Okay, am I audible now?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Yeah. So what I was like, I got one response, I was replying back. Few people cannot hear me. So let me get back to the question once again. Anybody else who have drawn the graph and have their observations? One response I got, and I'll discuss that. Others? Screen visible, I believe.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Yeah. So the thing is, as I forgot who had mentioned, she has mentioned that minus 0.1 x1 plus 0.5 x2 has to be maximized. And one of the constraint is this itself, minus 0.1 x1 plus 0.5 x2 is equal to 8. So one thing that can be concluded from this is the fact that Z value cannot exceed 8, the maximum value that is constraint. That is restricting it. So definitely the constraint for other questions. Okay.
Voice was lagging.
Yeah, okay. I think with screen sharing it will lag more. So please listen to me carefully. As we had seen in the above questions, we had to find certain maximum value of z, okay? And then corresponding to that value of z, we have x1 and x2. Now, in this particular question, as she rightly pointed out, one of the constraint is same as the one that we have to maximize. So definitely your z value is 8. The maximum that z has is 8 because we have a restriction there. But then also at what particular x1 and x2, because as it has been there in the line, I don't remember the line. Let me just check what was the
Minus
okay, so it was
x1 plus
minus point, yeah, minus 0.1 x1 plus 0.5 x2 is equal to 8. So there is a line that you are getting. That means there are few values of x1 and x2 that are giving you the same answer as 8. But you have to check for other constraints as well. Now, as Ananya has rightly pointed that there is only region, okay? There is only one particular region where all the have common there is one particular point where all the three constraints have common region. So that will be my answer. I'll show you the graph. Those who have done will understand clearly, hopefully. Give me a minute. I'll just paste here and then I'll show the screen. Screen visible, everyone?
Ma'am, it's blank.
It is blank. Okay, it might come in a minute. Let me know when it is visible. Still black?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, fine now?
I mean, it's blank.
No, ma'am, it's
Yes,
still
ma'am,
blank.
it's visible.
Now it's visible.
Ma'am, now it's visible.
Yeah. So for the first and second equation, I had this region, if I'm not wrong. This is the region that is feasible according to the first and second.
Excuse me, ma'am. You're inaudible.
Guys, am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
But your voice is breaking a little bit.
Okay. So, yeah. Okay. So did everyone understood this point? I have this first and two equation feasible region to be the green that I have marked. No, for the third equation, it is equality. So it is just on the line. Okay, it is on the line. Since it is an equality, the region is only this line. That is what I wanted to tell. And the only point that is common between the three lines, third equation, first equation, and second equation, is that black point. Understood, people? So this is 0, 16, which the point here that I am talking, which is common for all the three regions. This one line, the third line, and the first and second region. Clear? Please respond.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, so these were the few questions that I wanted to cover. I'll stop sharing. You people practice. There are
Voice is breaking. Can you please repeat?
Yes,
able.
ma'am, your voice is breaking.
So practice those questions. I'll quickly take attendance and we'll be done. Your voice for me, but I cannot do anything. I'll quickly take attendance. CR, please type in the chat box. I hope
Yes, ma'am.
I'll type. Attendance who all are absentees, give me please. Type in the chat box and give so that I can mark. Calling names will be tough today. Ryan, send a mail to me as well. Okay, if you are able to hear me,
Yes.
because I might not get
Send
it
me
in
the name
the
of people who are
chat.
present.
Yeah, send the absent list on the mail as well. Sorry, Ryan, cannot hear you. So if you people can hear me, thank you for joining, and
Ma'am,
please
one second.
kindly put your suggestion that doubt clearing session.
Ma'am, should I send you the list of all the people who are present today?
रेहान मैम को ना ग्रुप में लिख दे, मैम को सुनेगा।
Yes.
Ryan, ma'am asked you to send the list of all the absentees, not the ones who are present.
But how will I be able to know who's absent today? Because I don't have the
मैम
register of the.
मैम is saying type it.
Actually, I think in participants list it is means it is
रोल नंबर वाइज
assorted
है ना,
along
तो
with
फिर से देख ले।
roll number wise it. हाँ वो से वहाँ से देख लो.
Yeah, got it. Does anyone know where can we get the register, the name of the student list?
Can check the PPM mark list ma'am sent. You will find all the names maybe.
Yeah, I'll be.
या फिर Google Classroom में Aaron sir के class में देख लो participants list.
No, it's not in order though. That's what I was searching.
Bro, like someone suggested, check the
Okay,
participant list.
people,
They're all
leave it. I'll check the WebEx report and mark.
Yes, ma'am, that'll be better.
Even type
Thank
in
you,
the
ma'am.
chat box.
Yeah, I saw you people typing in the chat box, but